Thank you so much, D-Ray. As advertised, it's time for comedy. That is me, comedy. It's weird not facing your audience. I feel like I'm saying mass like it's a priest before Vatican II. Are you laughing? I don't know if they know that's a joke or not. There is no other comedy tonight, so if you're hoping for anything better, I'm so sorry. In all the ads tonight, it was like D-Ray, the Supernovas, and comedy. I don't think they know my name until just now. But I kind of like the ring of it, so I think from henceforth, you should refer to me as comedy. I mean, all the greats had one-word names. Cher, Prince, OJ. I am a bit of an authority on comedy. I just performed in New York City recently. I spent the entire time... That's not the joke. I spent the entire time talking about driving cars. No one laughed because in New York City, no one drives cars. But I should introduce you with my real name. It's Andrew Mister. I am Mr. Mister. It's funny, it's the same word twice. People get excited when they learn about my name. It's like the same way Dad gets excited at a restaurant when he sees that there's mahi-mahi with couscous on the menu. I get asked if my wife would be Mrs. Mister. I usually like to respond, why do you already care more about my wife? She doesn't even exist yet. It's okay, show of hands. Who's interested about my wife, Mrs. Mister? It's okay. Yeah, put your hands up. All right, now keep them up. This is a robbery. All your money, I'm donating it to 1842 Day. I would never ask my wife to take my last name. My mom kept her maiden name, but I think that's because she didn't want to be Chris Mister. As she's just not that big a fan of Santa Claus. I've heard a lot of puns about my name. You know, I've got a brother but no sister Misters. If you slather me on a sandwich, I'd be Mustard Mister. And you know what? I hate all of them. I've lived with this for 21 years. I've heard it all. I've even named my children at this point, all right? I'm gonna have a daughter. Her name's gonna be Haley. We're gonna nickname her Hay so she can be Hey Mister. As in, Hey Mister, that's a terrible name. I'm going to be single forever because no woman is letting me name her children. I think I'm also gonna be single forever because I'm an engineer. You know, we can build bridges but not relationships. Are you laughing? That's kind of mean. I chose engineering because I like Legos. That's not who you want responsible for the structural integrity of your home. Most engineers have a lot of experience. I didn't come to college with a lot. I think the coolest thing I did was rotate the batteries in a TV remote, and it worked. My parents love that I'm an engineer. They're definitely coming around to stand-up comedy. But that's college. You guys need to help me, all right? You're on my parents' side right now. Because college is the place to try new things, right? Say yes and no to experiences. Like just last night, my roommates, they were all dressed up, and they were like, hey, Andrew, like, where do you want to go? To bed? I want to go to bed. I usually say no to most experiences, but not this one. I was really excited to celebrate the year 1842, the year Father Peter was born. Am I right about that? He's not here, so he can't defend it. Today, though, I am raising money for the comedy club Ridiculum, so as I perform, you can give me money. So why aren't you doing that yet? It's like the middle school bully with lunch money. You want it? Then dance for it. No, I don't really want your money, though. I think what I'd want more than money is to look like Jay Wright when I'm 59. I mean, geez, I go to the basketball games just to watch him. The joke is that he's really attractive. You have to explain some of them. I can't wait for COVID to be over, though, you know, because I can finally go to a Villanova basketball game, and so I can finally start complaining about my problems again. I feel like anytime I'd complain, one of my friends would be like, pandemic. And then because he's coughing, we send him to the ER and go back to complaining. Villanova did a good job with COVID, though. I like my chair. I like my cozy. I think I misunderstood what a cozy was. I think I thought it was one of these. I think I misunderstood how they wanted me to pass the pandemic. Anyways, so I think that Villanova's doing a good job. And actually, I was reading about what we're doing in the Villanova and to see what happens, like, if you test positive, things like that. It's actually not SEAL Team 6 taking you behind Driscoll. It's a lot more mundane than that. You go to a hotel, you get to sleep in a king-size bed, you have a shower you don't have to wear flip-flops in, and they feed you from a place that isn't literally called spit. Can I unvaccinate myself? That sounds really fun. I love the Villanovan, but after 100 years, you can tell that they're definitely starting to run out of ideas. They wrote one the other day called What to Do on a Rainy Day, and I was actually curious. We just had this hurricane pass through, so I wanted to know. Their first suggestion was creating a fort in your dorm room. That sounds really awesome. I also haven't made my bed in years. If I build a fort, it would be there until Easter, and my name and my degree wouldn't be the only thing keeping me single. They also suggested playing this game called We're Not Really Friends. I haven't heard of this before. Actually, I brought some cue cards here. Because I want to read you the exact way that they describe this. They describe it as a game that will probably make you laugh or cry, but most likely cry. What the heck does that mean? Hey, Keith, we're not really friends. Enjoy the rainy day. After playing the game where they want you to cry, the next thing that they suggest to you is to journal. And I thought it was interesting what they ask you to journal about here. This is what they say. Write about the crappy stuff, the mountain of reading, the frustrating math equation, the argument with your friend, or how much you miss your family. I think they want the freshmen to start writing manifestos. I think they're just trying to get content any way they can now. I know that I am teasing the Villanovan. I'm going to do it again. But I want an article written about me. But as I was researching, I discovered that they have a Wikipedia page. All the head writers, students, are on Wikipedia. I want to be on Wikipedia so bad. Like, you have made it when you're on Wikipedia. I mean, Keith Jones has one. D. Ray has one. Lauren is still working on that. I would give all the money Ridiculum donates today just to be mentioned on your Wikipedia for one day. Like, one day, please. Because I want all the attention I can get. I'm choosing stand-up, and stand-up is such a terrifying career path. And I've figured out that the only way to take comfort in this is the Villanovan horoscopes. I'm a Gemini, so this was my last horoscope. It opened up with, your life has been quite the balancing act lately. It has. I actually just spent Parents' Weekend explaining to my parents how I wouldn't be using the degree they're sending me to college for to pursue stand-up. So if you don't laugh, I don't go home for fall break. It continued. It said, stop trying to take on more than you can chew. Which is interesting, because my mom also spent Parents' Weekend telling me to eat in smaller bites. My horoscope said, your vivacious personality is one of your greatest qualities, but nothing can ever be that top-notch when spread that thin. No, the Villanovan thinks I'm thin. That's amazing. I mean, look at these pit stains. They think I'm thin. Last thing that they talk about, though, in my horoscope is once you focus on yourself and what you need for yourself, everything will fall into place. And I was thinking about what I would really need to focus on myself. It's your money. And I'll even dance for it now. Thank you so much. Thank you.